guys, I'm here with Shellie R. Warren. Shellie is a writer, author, marriage life coach, doula. You kind of do it all, don't you?
I
Yeah,
do.
yeah. Well, thanks for joining us here, Belt to Truth. And so I'm going to ask you the same question I've been asking a bunch of folks, and that's what's the one piece of advice you would give to someone struggling with porn addiction?
One Piece. Wow. I think the greatest piece of information I would give is to admit that you have it and not feel bad that you do. Um, when I do a lot of counseling, one of the things I tell people often is we're all addicted to something. A lot of times we don't want to admit that, but whether it's social media or television or relationships or food or shopping or sex or porn, I think a lot of times we stigmatize things like being addicted to alcohol is a lot worse than being addicted to shopping. I mean, it depends on your financial state versus your mental state. So to me, when you have a porn addiction, I'm not looking at you as any worse or better. That's just the thing that you're struggling with. So that would be my first piece of advice. Admit that you have it. Then the second piece, I guess we're going to go like through steps. The second piece would then admit to someone safe that you have it. And I think that's one of the key things, someone safe. One of my favorite quotes is complain to someone who can help you. That's the truth. So a lot of times we end up feeling burdened or stressed or condemned, self-condemned, because we go to the wrong person. We either go to someone who's not equipped to address the issue, or someone who's battling the issue, so they take their judgment out on us, or someone who's scared of the issue. So who would be safe? I guess that would be the question. Hopefully, prayerfully, your pastor's safe. If not your pastor, when you respect and spiritual leadership. If not that, if you know a counselor or therapist, that's awesome. If not that, your best friend. If your best friend's not currently going through it, because you need someone who can help you out, not really someone that you're kind of throwing up on with each other. And then the third step, I think, if you're married, with the help of whoever you talk to, you should tell your spouse as soon as possible. It's scary to think that, but um, as a marriage life coach, one of the things I've realized is we keep forgetting that you're supposed to be married to like your best friend. You know, like I think we've lost sight of that. But they really are supposed to be the closest person to you. So the closest person to you should know. Not so they can look down on you, but so you can feel supported. And then the fourth thing I would say is pay real close attention to your triggers. I think a lot of people miss that too. So whenever I'm counseling single women or I'm public speaking to single women about how to stay sexually pure, I'm like, a lot of times we're not realistic. Like when you're ovulating, you probably shouldn't go over your boyfriend's house at midnight. You're gonna want to have sex, and it's not Satan. That would be called hormones. So the same way would be with porn. As you're facing your triggers, like, do you? When I was never a porn addict, but I used to watch it, and people gonna be like, "Are you in denial? You were an addict?" No, I've met addicts, but I definitely knew triggers, and my trigger was stress. So if I'm financially stressed, if I'm emotionally stressed, I would go and look at porn so I don't have to think about it. If you know what your triggers are, it can help to work you out because you start substituting the triggers. That was more than one piece of advice, one Steve.
We'll consider them all hyphenated into one like mega piece of advice.
And then I guess my fifth one, and then I'll stop there. I think the fifth piece of advice would be to take it one day at a time. And the fifth day piece could have been the first.
Hmm.
Um, I am now 8 years without sex. When I started the journey, I was like, yeah, we're going to take this one day at a time. And honestly, I think that's the only way I've made it 8 years. Because if I had started year one and said I'm going to go 8 years, there's no way that would have happened.
Hmm.
But I think if you put so much pressure on yourself, like I'm never going to watch porn again, you probably are. But if you say, you know what, today I'm going to do my best not to watch it, then you tend to make it through the day, and then you realize the day's a week and a week's a month, and celebrate each day too. Every day that you don't watch it, it should be a day that you need to be celebrated. That'd be my 2 cents. Was
That's
that good?
that's great. Yeah, thanks for
All right.
sharing your 1/5 things.
Sorry, Steven.
No, no, this is perfect. I love it. So Shellie, tell people where they can find out more about your ministry.
I'm not on social media by design, but I do have a blog for single women who desire to be married, and it's on fire fast movement blogspot.com, or you can find me on Triple X Church, or you can email me. MISSNOSIPHO@gmail. That's it.
Okay. Yeah, well, we'll be sure to put all that in the show notes to make it easy for folks. Shellie, thanks again for your time, and
Thank
really
you.
appreciate it.
I appreciate it. Thank you, Stephen.
Okay, see you later.
Bye.